Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to discuss about UKG syllabus. UKG syllabus is primarily for children above the age of 4.5 years, and it is a continuation of what they have learned in nursery and LKG. So we are going to discuss about subjects English, Math, Hindi, EVS and GK in this video. These are the 5 subjects in which the entire UKG syllabus is divided into. Let's start with English. They have capital and small letters from A to Z. It's a revision of whatever they have done in the previous class. So they are given a lot of different activities of identification, matching, writing and so on. Next comes vowels and consonants. So they are told that A, E, I, O, U are vowels and every other letters are consonants, and then they are given different words in which they have to circle or underline the vowels and consonants. If you have seen my previous video on LKG syllabus, you would have seen how they are introduced to the concept of vowels and consonants in the previous class itself. So this one is a continuation of that. Next is A and an. So they are taught where you can use A and where you can use an. For example, anything which starts with vowels, you will be having an, and anything which is other than vowels, or in some special cases, you will be using letter A. So they'll be given a lot of words, and based on the rules, they have to write an and A in front of it. The next concept is he or she. So they will be taught based on gender, how different people are called he and some people are called she. For example, if you are having a boy, father, brother, grandfather or uncle, we usually address them by using the word he. And at the same time, if there are girls, mother, sister, grandmother or aunt, we address them by using the word she. Similarly, his and her concept is also taught here for the same categories. They'll be given sentences in which they have to fill it with his, her, he or she. For example, this is Rahul, this is his car or her car. Based on that, they have to do it. The next concept that they'll be taught are family words. So family words are mainly taught for vowels, that is A, E, I, O, U. So over here, they'll be mostly having oral and written form of family words. Now, what are family words? For example, the letters which are formed with letter A, then E, then I, then O, then U. For example, can, pan, bat, and so on. So these are the different kinds of 3-letter words usually which are taught in oral as well as written form for children. Next concept which comes are singular and plural. So when there is one, we call it as singular. When there are more, we call it as plural. And they are taught how, if there is one flower, they call it flower. If there are more, we call it as flowers. Then comes the concept of is and am. He and she, when it is coming, we use is. And whenever I is coming, we use am. The next concept is this and that. So if something is very close to you, you call it as this, and something, if it is very far to you, you say it as that. For example, this is a ball, that is a ball. They are given different sentences for the same. The next concept which is taught to them are these and those. These means again something which is closer to them but more in number, and those are again for something which is more in number but again far from them. For example, these are balls. Since it is closer, we say these are balls, and since these are far, we say those are balls. The next concept are 4-letter words. Very simple 4-letter words are taught, and this is a way of teaching your child to slowly start forming sentences. So you write different kinds of 4-letter words and you try to help them read it out. So these are the categories of which it is taught: A, E, I, E, O, U, U, E, A, I, E, A, E, E, O, A and O, O. Then comes rhyming words, where for example cat you have bat, sat, mat and so on. Next is positions, where 4 positions like in, on, near and under are taught to your child with the help of example. Then the next one is opposite words. Some of opposite words are taught to them. For example, old, new, up, down, fast, slow, and so on. So they are given one word and they have to tell the opposite of that. This is primarily in oral form. Next comes sentence reading after this. So in sentence reading, they will be having in both written and oral form. For example, this is a box. Very small, simple, short sentences are given for the same. Next is picture comprehension, wherein one simple picture will be given and many questions based on that will be asked to write. For example, what is the color of flower, how many flowers are there, and so on. Let's start with the next subject, that is mathematics. First, they start with the revision of number 1 to 100, what they have done in the previous class, in oral and written form. Then comes number name from 1 to 100, again in oral and written form. Number names are like ONE1, TWO2, and so on. Backward counting from 50 to 1, again in oral and written form. Next is before numbers from 1 to 100. Any number will be given to you and the child have to write the number which comes before the number which is given over there. For example, the number which comes before 92 is 91. So the child have to write, and even oral questions are asked. Then comes after, which is the number which comes after that number. Then in between two numbers, again you have to write the number which comes between two numbers. Then comes smallest, so you have to circle the smallest number out of the ones which are given over there. Then comes the biggest, wherein you have to circle or underline or cross out or put a tick or whatever it is asked, the biggest number out of the set that is given to you. These are simple way of teaching children about the numbers, how big numbers are, how small numbers are, and so on, because eventually they have to even understand how to arrange these numbers in ascending and descending order. So that is why this kind of awareness is very important. All these things are done for numbers less than 100 and never more than 100 in this level of class. After this, they will be taught about tens and ones for two-digit numbers. For example, 24, the first number will be in tens and the second one will be in ones. So we say as 2 tens and 4 ones. The reverse is also asked. For example, 2 tens and 4 ones will make which number? So you have to write 24. Then comes ascending order from 1 to 100 only, where they have to arrange the numbers from smallest to biggest number. Then comes descending order again from 1 to 100, wherein they have to arrange from bigger number to smaller number. The next concept which is taught in math is skip counting, and they are taught in 3 categories. Skip counting of 2 like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and so on. Skip counting of 3 like 3, 6, 9 so on, and skip counting of 5 like 5, 10, 15, 20. Next is this concept of more, less and equal, where they are taught by using the crocodile method. That is, whichever number is more, the crocodile's mouth will be open towards that number. Very simple way of addition from 1 to 10 numbers are taught, where objects are given. They have to write draw the objects with the numbers and they have to count and write. Similar way, subtraction is also taught, where they have to draw the objects, strike out and then write the numbers. This is a way of teaching addition and subtraction in lower classes. Then comes shapes, where triangle, circle, rectangle, square, oval and semicircle are taught. Then comes concepts like same, different, heavy, light, left, right and so on. Let's move on to the next subject, that is EVS, where they are taught about myself. Under myself, they are taught about self, wherein they talk about their own self, their name, age and so on. Their body, about their body parts. Their sense organs, about their family, the family members and their family tree. About their home, different rooms and uses of each room. And also about their school, the name of school, the class they study in, about their teachers and friends. EVS subject is mainly about awareness of their surroundings and their own self. Next topic which will be taught under that are animals, where they will be taught about wild animals, domestic animals, pet animals and water animals. They will be given a lot of examples for the same and they will be taught accordingly. Next are habitat. Young ones, living and non-living thing, importance of plants, good habits, bad habits, transport, under which they are taught about air, land, water. Then come seasons, festivals, months and days. All these things are spread across the entire year and are taught with the help of a lot of activities, a lot of special days and so on. This way these concepts are taught thoroughly to the child so that they can learn easily other concepts in first standard. The next subject is Hindi. They are taught Swar 1 from A to Aha, Vyanjan from Ka to Nya, and then दो अक्षर वाले शब्द for example फ plus ल फल, तीन अक्षर वाले शब्द for example ग र म गरम, चार अक्षर वाले शब्द for example अ ज ग र अजगर, then वाक्य पढ़कर लिखे for example टब भर कर रख. So basically they are taught to read simple sentences without the use of any matra. Next, in general knowledge, they are taught about their country, their national symbols, some sports, and things around them. This is the syllabus of UKG, which you can even follow at home for homeschooling if your child is above 4 or 4.5 years old. If this video was helpful, do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you.